Oh, there she is. Very, very funny. A lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Hughes.
Hi. All right, guys. How's everybody doing? You hanging in? Yeah. Let's get another hand for everybody tonight. How about that? Awesome. It's been a lot of fun working with these guys. Me and you, we're going to talk a lot of shit up here tonight. I got a lot of nonsense banging around up here, so strap on in, all right? There's a guy in my neighborhood who rides a recumbent bicycle. And if you don't know what that is, picture like a big wheel tricycle, but exclusively for like middle-aged white douchebags. I go through the roof every time I see this fucking loser in his outfit. It's not a vehicle, sir, it's a toy. I'm just picturing him walking into the bike shop like, yes, hello, what is the most insufferable Dr. Seuss-like piece of equipment that you can sell me in this establishment? I've been trying to out-douche the guy, so I went and bought myself an electric unicycle. And I burned his fucking house down. Thank you. That's not even the best one. There's an employee at Lidl who I really prefer to avoid at all costs. He's just way too psyched to be there. I've seen people like this, like geeked about the products, wants to talk about the coupons, and, like spit shines his name tag every morning. So I can't fucking deal with it. I can't deal with it. I can't personally cope with his happiness, I think is a problem. That's on me. So one day I'm at the self-checkout, just minding my business, and he just materialized. He just appeared and began to speak. I don't even know where the fuck he came from. He like phased out of the ceiling tiles or something. I was like, ugh. So he starts speaking to me, and he's like, you want to know what I think about these self-checkout machines? Do you want to know what I think? It's just so obvious to me that the people who created the software for these, they don't understand the customer base. They don't get it, they never shopped here. It's so evident. It's so evident. And this poor son of a bitch has no idea that I'm like turning into the Hulk while he's talking to me. It's like, it's so evident, and I'm like, save yourself. So finally, here's the kicker. He goes, do you want to know something? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. Do you want to know something? I don't even come from a grocery background. A grocery? What the fuck does that mean, sir? A grocery background. I said, well, yeah, that's great. Why don't you just do me a quick favor? Reach into my cart, grab that zucchini, and beat me to death with it. Please. I can't take another 30 seconds of whatever the fuck this is. I don't date men anymore, but the only thing, thank you, yes, the only thing that I miss about that is how easy they were to impress. Women are like, you know, a complex Sudoku puzzle, very thoughtful, very intricate. But with men, it's more of like a square peg, square hole situation. I used to drive this car. Every guy would lose their mind over it. Just really loved the car. And one night, I went out with this guy. Spoiler, hated him. So he walks me back to my car, and of course, I get the reaction that I always get. Whoa, dude, oh my God, whoa! This is your car? His caressing the hood is really bone-chilling. I don't know why. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. This is your, oh my. And finally he goes, you paid for this yourself? I was already not interested, but now I'm offended because it's a Honda Civic. piece of shit thinks I can't scrape $200 a month together. Meanwhile, we just split the check on a 2 for $20 at Applebee's. I gotta tell you, I never would have bought the thing in the first place if I'd known it was gonna be such a dick magnet. One of my guy friends invited me over for dinner, and he had just moved into this shitty apartment that did not have a kitchen sink. And so I asked, how do you wash your dishes if you don't have a sink? No hesitation, no level of healthy fear in his response. He goes, I wash them while I'm showering. I'm going to repeat that one more time. He said, I wash them whilst I'm showering. Okay? But I guess I should have known because I had used the bathroom earlier and I saw one of those Suave 5-in-1s, you know what I mean? You know the one. Hair, face, pots, pans, and gooch. I don't have any kids. I'm fine with that. I don't really want them. But I got a couple of friends that have kids, young kids, and hanging out with one of them, and I'm telling her, I just don't really think the kid thing's for me. I'm not driving with it. Don't care for it. She's like, what do you mean? You don't want kids? What are you gonna do? What's your purpose in life if you don't have kids? Hey! Hey! I told you not to climb on the roof! I love my kids. My kids are the best thing that has ever... Put the cat down! He doesn't like that! They're a gift from God. I had one friend that had a very new baby recently. When somebody in your circle pops out a new one, you gotta go over there and, consult with the baby for a little while. How are things going for you, baby? Very good. Great. And she's not fucking up. She said the craziest thing. She goes, his little personality is really starting to come through. He's got such a little personality. I'm like, well, that's interesting. I've been here for 15 minutes, and your piece of shit baby hasn't even offered me a drink. So, why don't you give me a call when your prodigal son develops some neck strength? Okay. I was raised Catholic, which meant that I had to go to religion classes every week. And one time they had the kids go and do confession. How you sin when you're 7 years old. So at 7 years old, and face to face with the priest, he's towering over me. Confess your sins! And I'm like, I fed my broccoli to the dog. What else? I yelled at my mom. What are you keeping from God? And I'm like, shit, all right. I've been committing insurance fraud. I knew it! I'm thinking about taking a vacation recently. Could really use a vacation, but the one thing that I'll never do is I'll never go on a cruise. You won't catch me on a cruise. I would rather eat a jean jacket, honestly, than go on a cruise. It's just not appealing to me. A cruise is the only vacation that is almost guaranteed to come with side effects. I did the research for you, so nobody has to fact check me, you don't have to worry about it. I researched how many people on average get diarrhea on a cruise. This is information that you can access on the internet. That number is 1 in 15. 1 in 15. That is a sample size of the population who have had active diarrhea in the last 24 hours. And you know that they've all entered the pool area. I'll tell you what. Why don't you give me $1,200 and I'll shit directly into your eyes. That's my time, everybody. Thank you.
Good luck, Colin.